My name is Tony Brennan. I'm the honorary chair of the company Sharklet Technologies Incorporated and the chief technology officer. I started out as a chemist, worked at a dental products company in Denver making orthodontic products. And that's where I became a materials engineer, learning all sorts of different materials. And it's also where I got the idea about Sharklet, not directly, but indirectly, with the idea of why does bacteria stick to teeth? So Sharklet is a bio-inspired microtypography, and bio-inspired in that it's based on the scales of sharks. And the beauty of it is that it has a roughness, and roughness is very important for wetting, which I'll talk about in just a moment. But if you look at the Sharklet pattern, you can see that it's a series of diamonds, and within each series of diamonds, you're going to end up with 7 features. The central feature is 16 microns long, and the human hair is 50 microns in diameter. The smallest feature is only 4 microns long and 2 microns wide, and they're spaced by 2 microns and approximately 3 microns deep. And if you produce that type pattern, then you prevent water from wetting on the surface. And so what I like to show people is if I take Sharklet pattern and I put a drop of water on it, what you can see is that the water doesn't go down in the pattern. It sits on top. And so what that means is that bacteria are in the water, and they don't just jump from water onto a surface. The water needs to spread over that surface for the bacteria to get to the surface. What we actually do is we decorate a surface of a material with the Sharklet pattern. And that surface could be a film. And that film could be a film that you peel and stick to a surface. That film can be made out of a range of different materials, including polypropylene, which is a highly recyclable material. So just from that standpoint of view, we can make it out of a variety of different plastics. We have products for covering all sorts of surfaces like push bars on doors, elevator buttons, ATM keys, anything of that nature where you know a lot of people are using them and have contact with them. I got the idea from back when I was working in orthodontics, and I would see at national and international meeting of dentists and dental researchers, there would be many presentations. Dentists are some of the best photographers in the world, and what they do is they spread your lips, open your mouth, and they shoot with the camera directly in there. So you can see where bacteria are accumulating on the teeth, and we all know it as plaque. So when you go to get your teeth cleaned and the dental hygienist is scraping away, that plaque is caused by bacteria. And the bacteria settle on different surfaces, and I always wondered why, if I had 10 dentists with the same materials, I got different results in terms of bacteria accumulation. And it struck me that maybe it's something related to the grooves that are caused in the composite material, the adhesive, when the dentist grinds it. That led me to taking channels, as if you look at this, it's just complete channels. And I was the first one that did this. So I took this and I started chopping these channels in half, chopped those in half and so forth until I got down to pillars. When I tried that, and mind you, the Office of Naval Research was paying me to do this. They wanted to keep barnacles off the side of the ship, and my brain said, it's biology, it's nature. They have got the same behavior early on in their life as bacteria. We went to University of Hawaii's site at Pearl Harbor to look at panels that were in the water. We're pulling out the panels, and when they pulled my panels out, there were just channels and pillars, and they were a mess. Some wise guy, he said to me, too bad we're not paying you to stick things because your panels did a good job. And I turned my back for a minute just to gather myself, and a nuclear sub was coming out, and it was covered with green algae. I started looking at it, and I go, man, that looks like a whale going out. And that led me into asking all sorts of questions of the biologists on the team. And they all poo-pooed all my ideas. You know, whales have barnacles and fungi and every kind of junk on their body. we talked about that. We talked about porpoises, dolphins. They all, if you look at them, they end up with these barnacles on their back. And it led me to ask the question about sharks. And everybody goes, no, they're fast moving. And I said, not the little guys that let you pet in the aquarium. I didn't even know what they were called at the time. And then I found out that the University of Florida has a museum of natural history, is the world's greatest repository for everything about sharks. And so I went in there, got some skin from the guys over there and looked at it on the microscope and started putting all this together, and then started getting people to try to draw the drawings until I finally worked with one of my grad students and we got it working. And that led to Sharklet.